Hey, Alan Babinek here for Kenpo University. Today we're going to talk about the proper placement for Parker Planas patches. Try saying that 5 times fast, by the way. So I'm going to start on the right sleeve. You have this line that comes down from the shoulder, and that's your midpoint. And then we have this line that comes across the seam here and the seam here, upside down T. So you want to make sure that the middle of the city name is right, the middle of that's right underneath this line, 1/2 inch here. And then you're going to go 1/2 inch under here. As long as you're a Parker Planas lineage person, you're going to have this patch that goes right there. And then the American flag goes 1/2 inch underneath that. And so you're going to find this line right here, and this line, just keep going straight down through that, and that's where to put your patches. Going over to the center, now, this is where it gets a little tricky. You've got your last name. So according to the Red Book, instructors are supposed to have their last name. Non-instructors are supposed to have their first name. Almost all the seminars I ever go to and see everybody, it's always the last name. So, but you have your last name up here, and then you have your patch, your affiliation patch down there. Now, you might have Mr. Planas patch. If you wear the IKKA patch, that's cool too. I'm going to give you a little life hack for the uniform. So I use double-sided carpet tape. Now when you get the tape out, you want to find the start of it. Of course I can't find the start of it. Is it right? It is right there. It's on a bump. So when you take your tape, you want to fold one edge over and then pull it back up, and then you cut the tape and you put it on the back of your patch. So now I got this one little flap up. I can just pull this right off, and then if I wanted to, amazing, isn't it? You put it right on there. So this goes as high up as you can get it on your chest without it sagging sideways on the uniform. And the reason I do the double-sided tape is because I've seen a lot of places you take it to get your patches sewn on, and they sew them sideways like this because the seamstress doesn't know, so she'll sew it right along with this, and then you've got a messed up uniform. So I put the double-sided tape on and stick this right in the center. I think I got it back in the right spot. So this is usually about 1/4 to 1/2 inch right underneath this. I just make sure it looks good as far as that goes, but usually 1/4 to 1/2 inch on that one. All right. On the other side, your universal pattern is a 1/2 inch below that, and this line just goes straight up through. Okay, and make sure that this is a diamond. All right, you want it to look like that. You want it to point up towards here. You don't want it to be a square. You don't want it to be turned sideways. When you look at the universal pattern, it's a diamond, not a square. So make sure, that's one of the things I see a lot of people get wrong in the uniform too. So right 1/2 inch, make sure it's a diamond, not a square. It's going right up those seams. One of the other general customs that we do when we're wearing our uniform is we'll take our sleeves and we roll our sleeves up. So at the end of mine, it's got like 7 different seams running across here. So you just take it, do that once, do it twice. And what that does is that we do so many wrist grabs and everything like that, you just don't have to keep pulling your uniform up all the time. So it's easy to get all the wrist grabs and everything that you've got in there. All right. Pants-wise, remember your belt doesn't hold your pants up. Okay, they're usually elastic pants with a tie. The tie goes in the front. So pants are pretty simple as far as that goes. So find your midline here, halfway through, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch from the here, and then 1/2 inch in between. And then this just goes as high up on your chest as you can. And again, if you put the double-sided tape on, okay, and I just leave it on, by the way. I'll let them sew right around it. It doesn't really make a difference. But you put your uniform on, put it exactly how you want to wear it, and then make sure you've got the patch and everything so it looks really good. And then hand it to the seamstress that way, because that's what's going to, if they're going to mess something up, that's what it's going to be. And then your universal pattern, 1/2 inch off the midline over here, and make sure it looks like a diamond. So that's how we want to wear our uniforms, and thank you for watching.